Okay, something a little bit more difficult right now, solving equations with natural log and e. Natural log is just log base e. So it's a regular logarithm, but it's just a log with an e as a base, so we call it natural log. All right, so here's the way this is going to work. If you see natural log, we use e to get rid of it. So an example, natural log of 7, natural log of x equals 7. Okay, so to get rid of it, we use e. So we go e to this side, e to this side. E and natural log cancel each other out due to the thing I just told you up above. So that's gone. So now we have x equals e to the 7th power. That's something you can type in your calculator to solve, or you can simply leave it like that. If you see e, then we use natural log. Okay, so here's one example of that. E to the x equals 2. We see e, so we use natural log, but we have to do it to both sides. The natural log and the e cancel, so now x equals natural log of 2. And again, you can type that into the calculator or leave it exactly like that. So see natural log, use e, see e, use natural log. So let's say we have an equation like this. You need to make sure you get the natural log by itself first before using e. So that means we need to divide by 2. So now we have natural log of x equals 2. Natural log is now by itself. Now we can do e to both sides. Cancels it. X equals e squared. Okay. One thing I want to point out to you. These are two different problems right here, okay? Natural log of x plus 2. So we're taking the natural log of the sum of this. So all of this is together. No reason to separate it. So if we had this equals a number, we could just go ahead and do e to both sides to solve this, okay? Right here, something completely different. This is just natural log of x plus 2, okay? So if we had this equals a number, then that means we would need to subtract 2 first to get natural log of x equals the number minus 2 before we solve this, okay? So big difference in these two problems. Make sure you pay attention to it. Same thing with e. If we have a problem, e to the x plus 1. Okay, need to get the e by itself first. So we're going to add 4 to both sides. E to the x plus 1 equals 7. Now e is by itself. All of this, we're doing e of all of that. So e is by itself. So we see e, we use natural log. Natural log and e cancel. X plus 1 equals the natural log of 7. Solving for x, we subtract 1 from both sides. X equals, this is the natural log of 7, and then we are going to subtract 1. That does not equal the natural log of 6. Okay, so if you want to get a decimal answer, you hit natural log of 7, enter, and then minus 1. All right, this is not the natural log of 6. Make sure you understand that. So that's the basic idea with solving with e and natural log. One more scenario that I need to go through that's on that worksheet. Let's say we have 4 to the x equals 10. We're trying to solve for x. This goes all the way back to the beginning of the unit, okay? To solve this, we need to rewrite it as a logarithm. So log base 4 of 10 equals x, okay? Now, we have to solve that, so the only way to solve this is by using change of base. Log of 10 divided by log of 4. Get the decimal, and you're good. So on problems like this, where you have a number being raised to the x, simply rewrite it as a log. And again, let's say you have a problem like that. This is the piece I got to get by itself. So I need to subtract 1 first. 3 times 2 to the x equals 6. Now I divide by 3 because the 3 is not part of that. 2 to the x equals 2. Now I can solve it. Obviously in this case, pretty simple, but if you want to rewrite it as a log base 2 of 2 equals x. So log of 2 divided by log of 2 equals x. So then 1 would equal x. Again, right here, pretty simplistic to know that x has to equal 1. But if we were going to solve it all the way out like that. All right. So that's everything that you should need to know as far as solving logs using properties. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions.